The Bridge community is part of a worldwide movement of communities called Camp Hill communities. The first Camp Hill community started in Scotland nearly 75 years ago, and there are now nearly 110 communities worldwide. Camp Hill has always been a special type of community, living and working with people with special needs. And the provision has always been that Camp Hill doesn't see itself as a service provider or an institution that cares for people with special needs. The idea has always been to form communities where people live and work together, where people with special needs have a role at the center, together with people that volunteer to live with them and to share their lives with them. This is quite a difficult aspiration. It's not something that's always easy to achieve, but I think it provides a very unique way of life that gives people an amazing quality of experience that cannot be reproduced everywhere. One important aspect of the Bridge community has always been to do real things with real people. And there's many things that people in the community do. In our community, we have a coffee shop that serves the public on the main street. We have a catering kitchen that bakes and supplies all the cakes that are sold in the coffee shop. We have a farm and a garden. People bake bread in the houses and put lovely meals on the table. We have a whole food and organic vegetable shop that also is accessible to the public, and many people come to buy their organic produce there. All these things that we do are really not just things that we do to make money or to, in a way, keep people busy, but there are things that we do that together create a whole, a community where people are interdependent, not just independent, where people have a sense that they make a vital contribution to the life of the community, and where, in a way, their contribution, no matter how small, is valued and forms part of a bigger whole. Another aspect of Camp Hill and the Bridge community is the whole idea of creating a sustainable community. And that has something to do with the way that we use organic produce, try and run our farm and garden on organic principles. But more than that, it's also the way that our land and our estate are kind of something that we honor, something that we want to make beautiful, something that creates a very special environment that really is very beautiful and that people really appreciate and value. I think in Kilcullen, most of the people in Kilcullen really can see this special environment that we have managed to create. And when we came to Kilcullen around 20 years ago, there was really just a green field. There were no trees, there was no fence, there was no buildings, there was no flower beds or anything else. And it is amazing to look back on what we have managed to create over those 20 years. There is a sense in our community that we don't just want to create this environment for ourselves, but that we want to share it with the people of Kilcullen. And many people from Kilcullen come down to our community to take a walk, to look at the plants and the animals, and to appreciate this thing which we have managed to create in Kilcullen. And there are very few towns that are lucky to have such a little gem of beauty in the middle of the town. And that's something I think that many people locally really appreciate. The Bridge community is not a community that is isolated or that is some little hippie commune. Our community is very much part of the wider community of Kilcullen, and the people with special needs have many people in the town that are their friends. They go to the pub like everybody else in Kilcullen. They join groups like the Tidy Towns, or they're involved in the drama group or other things. And this sense of integration, of having people in your life that know you, and when you walk in the street and nobody turns around and thinks, who is this person, or they are a bit strange or weird, but that there's this general sense of acceptance. I think this aspect of integration has been so special in the Bridge community, and it is something that I think the people here have benefited tremendously. I would like to use this opportunity to thank all you people from Fidelity Investments for having come down and for having given so generously of your time, and for the company to have sponsored this really brilliant project. And I really want to say it's a great thing to see that companies are able to support, valuable and positive things that happen in the community and make a contribution. So thank you very much.
Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk of the day. I met a little girl and we stopped to talk of a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair is black and her eyes are blue. And I knew right then I've been taking a whirl around a Salt Hill prom with a Galway girl. There when the rain came down of a day, she asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day. Then I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. I took her hand and I gave her a twirl. Oh, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. All alone with a broken heart and a ticket home. And I ask you now, tell me what would you do if her hair's black and her eyes are blue? 'Cause I've traveled around, I've been all over this world. Boys, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl.